When did you last sit for 10 minutes without looking at your phone? Not asleep. Awake. Conscious. Without feeling the need to check something. If you can't remember, this video is for you. What you're feeling isn't normal tiredness. It's digital burnout. And it's eating your brain from the inside while you think you're being productive. Watch to the end. You'll understand why you can't switch off. Series 4. Burnout S4. Episode 4. Your brain can't switch off. Claire is 36 years old. In the evenings, after the children are asleep, she lies in bed scrolling her phone. Not looking for anything in particular. Just scrolling. At some point, she looks up, and an hour and a half has passed. She doesn't know what she saw, doesn't know what she read, but she couldn't stop. In the morning, the first thing she does before getting out of bed, she checks her phone. Not out of curiosity, out of compulsion. Her husband asked her once, "When did you last read a book?" Claire went quiet. Not because she didn't enjoy reading, but because her brain could no longer sustain attention for more than a few minutes without searching for new stimulation. This is digital burnout. You don't feel it as a collapse. You feel it as a slow and invisible inability to be present in your own life. What happens in the brain? There's a reason you can't stop checking your phone. It isn't lack of willpower. It isn't weakness of character. It is biochemistry. Every notification, every like, every new message triggers a small release of dopamine in the brain. The same substance released by gambling. The same substance that underlies addiction. And your brain, the most sophisticated organ in the universe, has been tricked into treating your phone as a source of reward. The result is a brain that no longer knows how to rest, that when not stimulated, becomes restless, searches, wants more. Digital burnout produces exactly this state, not through overwork, but through overstimulation. Your brain is not tired from too much thinking. It is tired from too much noise. Mark is 42 years old, an entrepreneur. Phone, always in hand or within sight. At dinner with the family, phone face up on the table. On holiday, checking emails 3 times a day, just to make sure. At the cinema with his wife, phone in his pocket, but mind on the notifications that might be coming. His 9-year-old daughter told him one evening, "Dad, when I talk to you, you look at me, but you don't hear me." Mark put the phone down and realized, with painful clarity, that his daughter was right. He was physically present and absent in every other way. Not because he didn't love her, but because his brain no longer knew how to be in one place at a time. His therapist said something he didn't forget. "Mark, you don't have a problem with your phone. You have a problem with presence. The phone is just the tool you use to escape it. And that escape, repeated hundreds of times a day, is the most profound exhaustion we know." What you can do, digital burnout doesn't heal through willpower alone. It heals through structure. First, clear boundaries with technology. Not impossible rules. Real boundaries, genuinely kept. Phone in another room during meals, no exceptions. Notifications off for everything non-urgent. Email check twice a day, not twice an hour. Second, deliberate boredom. It sounds paradoxical. It is essential. The brain needs gaps, moments without stimulation, to regenerate. Boredom is not the enemy of productivity. It is the fuel for it. Third, complete presence. Whether at dinner with your family, on a walk, or in an important conversation, the phone does not exist. Ancient wisdom tells us, one who is content with themselves is rich. The person who can sit with themselves, without a screen, without noise, without external stimulation, has reclaimed the most precious thing digital burnout steals: presence in their own life. Claire bought a book, the first in 2 years, the first evenings. She couldn't read more than 2 pages without feeling the need to check her phone, which was in another room. By the 3rd week, a full hour without moving. I hadn't really read anything in years, she told her therapist. I read headlines, I read comments, I read fragments, but I hadn't truly read. Mark put his phone in another room during dinner. The first evening, his daughter talked to him for 20 minutes about a book she was reading at school. He didn't know his daughter was reading that book. He didn't know many things about his daughter because he hadn't been there. If you recognize yourself in Claire or Mark, like this video and help someone else find it. Your brain isn't broken, it's overwhelmed, and it deserves to breathe. Subscribe. Every week we talk about things that genuinely matter. Tell us in the comments. When did you last go an hour without your phone? We're here. See you at episode 5.